They say the janitor never has anything to say until she starts speaking perfect Arabic in a boardroom full of executives who barely know how to pronounce mahaba. Yeah, that was me. Mop in one hand, translation skills in the other, and a $200 million deal about to crash and burn right in front of my eyes. I wasn't supposed to say anything, but I did. And everything changed. My name's Nia Harper. 32. Oxford dropout. Night janitor at Harberton Tower in Midtown Manhattan, top floors filled with polished shoes and polished egos. I wasn't part of the team, just the background. Someone to clean up the mess and disappear before morning. And honestly, I was fine with that. The quiet helped. The rhythm, the silence after years of caring for my brother, Jordan, after giving up school and letting the world forget might, was easier to just fade into it. Until one night, around 11:30 p.m., I was outside the executive boardroom, wiping glass, when I overheard them. The suits. Panicking. Some major deal was happening the next morning, merger with a Saudi company, their guy called Alsim flying in, all very hush-hush. Except the translator they hired. Missed her flight. No backup. And these guys couldn't tell the difference between a greeting and a cultural insult if it beat them. So I keep my head down. But I'm listening, like always. And when morning comes, I'm still the Remy shift technically over, but I wanted to see how bad it would get. Khaled walks in. Tailored suit, come like he owns the building, and maybe he does. He greets everyone in Arabic. Polite. Formal. Everyone just stares like he's speaking Martian. Marina, the VP of marketing, you know the type, heels sharp enough to slice Jawa, grabs her phone and shoves it toward him, this cheap little translation app blurting out something about goat of negotiation. His associate raises an eyebrow. I swear I heard someone chuckle. And that's when I said it. Just one sentence. Clear. Respectful. In fluent Arabic. Corrected the translation. Gave context. Their heads whipped around so fast, I thought someone pulled a fire alarm. Khaled looked at Menat shocked, not condescending, just curious. Like, finally. He asked me a follow-up question. In Arabic. I answered. Confident, but not loud. And then he asked if I would interpret the meeting. I said yes. Just like that, I sat down at the same table I'd been cleaning around for 2 years. And let me tell you, the silence was delicious. For the next hour, I translated everything. Not just words, but the tone, the nuance, the rhythm between cultures. And I watched those execs slowly realize that without me, they would have tanked the whole thing in 5 minutes flat. Khaled was generous, thanked me in front of everyone, complimented my precision. Afterwards, he pulled me aside. Said, you presented a paper at Oxford years ago. On linguistic memory and intercultural negotiation. I was there. I almost forgot how to breathe. He remembered me. Said I had something rare: cultural fluency, humility, guts. Then he offered me a full grant. Business, grad school, whatever I wanted. And a position at his foundation. No strings. That night, I couldn't sleep. I walked around my tiny apartment. Jordan passed out on the couch, our fridge humming louder than usual. I looked at my hand still stained from bleach. And I thought, is this real? Or did I dream that boardroom? Next morning, I came back just to see how it would all settle. Wore a clean dress. No makeup. Didn't need it. The receptionist, who'd never looked up once, said, "Good morning, Miss Harper." I almost laughed. Marina barely looked at me. But I sat in the same seat I had the day before, translated again. Even smoother this time. Khaled was clear, the merger would proceed, but only if I stayed on as part of the negotiation team. Full authority. That's when Walter, the CEO, pulled me aside. Smiling too wide, offering a liaison role. Which really meant figurehead. No voice, no decisions, just a title for their diversity brochure. I told him I'd think about it. At home, I told Jordan everything. He looked at me like he saw the version of me I'd hidden for years. Then he said, "You gave up Oxford for me. Maybe now you take it back." So I came in the next day, thanked Walter, and told him I was joining Colette's team instead. Cultural Strategy Director. Full access. Real work. That's when things got dirty. A week later, a recording got leaked. Me speaking Arabic chopped, edited to sound like I twisted Colette's words. Suddenly HR wants a meeting. Marina sitting across from me, fake sympathetic, while Walter frowns like he's deeply concerned. But halfway through the meeting, the door opens and Colette walks in. He doesn't say much. Just stands there and asks, "Is this how you protect your partners?" And suddenly, everyone in that room looks real small. By the end of the week, Marina resigned. I stayed. A few months later, I helped Colette build a fellowship full scholarships, mentorship, internships for workers with talent no one sees. Janitors. Dishwashers. Immigrants with degrees collecting dust. We started with 20 people. And when they graduated that first round, I stood on that same conference floor where I'd mopped up spilled coffee and handed out diplomas. Sometimes I still walk past the closet with my old mop. Haven't thrown it out. I keep it there, not as a trophy, just a reminder. Funny thing is, people still ask how I got here. Like I'm some kind of fluke. But the truth is, I've always been here. Just took one sentence in the right language to be heard. So now I'll ask you something. If you were in my shoes, would you have spoken up? Or kept cleaning floors while they fumbled through goat metaphors? And more than that, how many people around you are being ignored, right now, just because of a uniform? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk. What's justice, really? Who gets a seat at the table and who gets stuck cleaning it? Because maybe, just maybe, we've been looking in the wrong direction all along.